When we talk about active approaches to ethnography, we talk about situations where the ethnographic researcher interacts with one or more participants. If we are doing interviews, whether online or offline, and talking to a participant of a digital community we study, then we are using an active approach to ethnography. So interviews are clearly one example of an active approach. However, data collection procedures that Robert Kozinets described as investigative and that are focused on observing participants from a certain distance can also be considered a part of an active approach to ethnography. Ethnographic research focused on observation can be a part of an active approach if the researcher actively engages with the social phenomenon under study. For example, through emotional involvement, through sustained contact, and through writing reflective field notes. In essence, active approaches mean that we become engaged and immersed in the field, and that we as researchers develop a shared sense of meaning together with the participants of, for example, a certain digital community. Through active approaches, collaborations with participants can be initiated, enabling something of the insider's perspective when it comes to understanding specific concepts and social phenomena that are characteristic to a certain social context. This in turn makes it possible to provide thick descriptions, ripe with significant details and high in validity. Active approaches are suitable for community-based ethnography, using the notion of community, focusing on interaction characterized by lasting communal ties and practices. One of the great things with ethnographic research is the flexibility of approaches and the variety of methods offered by ethnography. In digital settings where data, contexts, and interactions are experienced, performed, remixed, and shared with increasing speed, the deep and reflective focus of active approaches may come with the risk of missing out on important larger trends and issues. To help us navigate through vast oceans of digital data and social settings, and possibly to gain a higher representativity and reducing the risk of bias, passive approaches may be of use. We will return to the subject of passive approaches to ethnography in a little while. But for now, let us focus on the values and limitations of active approaches. Coming up next in this lesson, you are invited to read and reflect on how active approaches are used in 3 selected examples of ethnographic studies. What do you think the active approaches used or not used are good for? And what might we miss out on due to the selected approaches used?